Ladies and gentlemen, put all of your plans for tonight on hold, because this story has it all: notoriety, treachery, unadulterated passion, and a violent incident so startling that it's currently generating headlines online. This is not a work of fiction. It's not staged. It's true. Following a violent confrontation, rap icon Papoose was admitted to the hospital. And the man who is said to have struck the blow that has the hip-hop community in shock. That would be none other than Eazy the Block Captain. The same Eazy Woe was allegedly secretly engaged with Remy Ma. We have unique eyewitness reports, security footage, and new voices from people who are closest to the situation. We'll take you through the tension, the altercation, the aftermath, and the circulating rumors. Therefore, click the subscribe button if you want the complete, uncut story, and let's start from the top. We must go back to the months before this fight went viral in order to comprehend how we got here. Fans had observed a rise in tension. There were several minor indications that something wasn't right, not just one significant event. Late at night, Eazy started sharing mysterious Instagram stories content, including text snippets, captionless screenshots, and emoticons that alluded to betrayal or a broken promise. Papoose began attending prestigious events by himself, even those that Remy Ma was attending or hosting. In the meantime, well-liked, unbeaten boxing and mixed martial arts champion Claressa Shields started making strong #loyalty posts on TikTok, which alluded to tense relationships behind the scenes. Fans conjectured as to whether Claressa was messaging Eazy, Papoose, or Remy directly. Was she caught up in all of this emotional chaos? Throughout it all, Remy said nothing. No posts, no mysterious captions, no subtweets. Silence frequently speaks louder than words in hip-hop, particularly when a significant event is taking place behind the scenes. However, no one anticipated that things would turn violent. What was meant to be a private industry dinner, an elegant rooftop event in Brooklyn, went awry 3 nights ago. An exclusive, invitation-only event. This was not your neighborhood lounge. NDAs were necessary merely to gain entry. Every table was laden with opulence and penthouse pretense, including celebrities, influencers, and labels. Papoose arrived by himself. Already seated, Eazy the Block Captain was chit-chatting with his inner circle of battle rap leaders. Even though the room was crowded with celebrities, the atmosphere altered the moment the two guys met. It wasn't a boisterous, combative entrance, don't yell. Just a chilly, quiet stroll to the gathering center. Papoose, gaze fixed on Eazy, head lowered, fists by his sides. It's not surprising that Eazy looks back. Don't be afraid. Simply an implicit challenge that lingers in fear. Remy Ma? She wasn't present, and that absence said a lot. Let's take a moment, because this was an important occasion. There was no punch thrown, not a spotlight. Just one silent, chilly, bone-chilling, and menacing look. The sort of look that seems to be a slow-motion, quiet gunshot. Witnesses said it seemed unreal. Fans froze as the vibe in the room changed. Mid-sip, the drink stopped. Everyone suspected that something significant was going to happen, but nobody said anything. Papoose then delivered the opening blow. Several witnesses reported that the punch came quickly, tidy, no introduction. And everyone was in awe of what transpired next. Eazy did not recoil, didn't trip. Like a shadow maneuvering from behind, he vanished behind the strike and returned stronger. He moved so quickly that even experienced onlookers were taken aback. Papoose was on the ground, flat on his back, and struggling to breathe in less than 10 seconds. The chairs swayed. The plates broke. The punch was replaced with collective astonishment and silence. "Call an ambulance, he's not breathing right," someone shouted. A black Escalade screamed up to the curb in a matter of minutes. Then she showed up. Claressa Shields, an undefeated boxing and mixed martial arts champion who many thought was behind the scenes supporting Papoose. fled the car with her face bare, her voice raw and her tears streaming. Later, a server in the area recalled, "I've witnessed Celebritiuscry. However, this was different. Panic, unadulterated. She yelled and screamed as if she didn't only care for him. She required his life." Claressa fell to the ground, seized her hair. "I told him not to come," she sobbed. "I pleaded with him. This wasn't how it was intended to happen. That ain't acting." She's crying like she's the wife, not Remy. Twitter erupted with comments. Audiences who had questioned their connection now reassessed what they had witnessed. Furthermore, where was Remy May? Quiet, utterly quiet, don't tweet. No stories on Instagram. There aren't even any burner accounts leaving. Comments on hashtag PAPOOSE down. Eazy the block captain, on the other hand, was going crazy on the internet. A tone of triumph. A tattooed karma mug with a promise at the bottom. Some men talk, people remembered from his live webcast a few weeks prior. Some men simply respond. You get burned after playing with fire for too long. It felt like prophecy. Now instead of braggadocio. According to the hospital, Papoose had suffered significant upper back bruises, 3 cracked ribs, a broken molar, a subinternal hemorrhage, and a moderate concussion. That is near traumatic violence, not just a brawl gone wrong. The situation becomes much more complex though, because Papoose is declining to file charges. Why? He wants something the public can't take away, one insider revealed. Calm. Perhaps. Even a handshake with Eazy to show the world the price of allegiance. Claressa remained by his side the entire night. Till 4 in the morning. According to the doctors, she sat silently while waiting for test results, holding his hand and providing consoling whispers. After that went viral on the internet, a tsunami of conjecture ensued. The thread started to be pulled by fans, bloggers, and private accounts. Deleted voice notes, burner direct messages, possible sightings of a camera crew recording private conversations with Remy, and even rumors of a covert documentary called Love, Loyalty, and Lies. The Remy May story, which is said to contain more than 30 hours of recordings. According to some, Eazy was already tense because of this documentary, that this might have been planned rather than random. A situation that got out of hand. Or perhaps, just possibly, a slow-motion retaliation plot. Brooklyn police acknowledge that they are looking into it. Guests from that rooftop supper have been subpoenaed. They are reviewing the phone recordings and the rooftop security footage. Eazy may be charged with serious assault. According to reports, Remy attempted to visit Papoose but was denied entry by security. Hospital employees were told not to let Reminisce Mackie in if she showed up. So you stood silent while he lay broken? Was one of the public inquest style. Comments on her most recent selfie. How about the woman you imprisoned? This is heartbreak. This isn't hip-hop. Next was Claressa's raw, heartfelt interview on Hot 97. Her remarks struck like a ton of bricks. The champion's speech was unvarnished, honest, and unrepentant rather than measured. Support for Papoose is obvious. Condemnation for a risky love triangle, just as loud. We are now at a crossroads. Was this an act of raw emotion, a violent outburst, or a carefully planned scheme? Was Remy arranging this as retaliation? Was there any true love in the room besides Claressa? Or did Eazy's emotional strain eventually cause him to lose his patience? We currently have a hospitalized legend, hundreds of witnesses with contradictory accounts, police with heavy subpoenas, and a public that is frantically looking for answers. And Remy's quiet has been the strongest voice remaining throughout it all. All right. This is what we leave you. The spouse, rapper, and man Papoose is recuperating physically. Can he ever, however, become unbroken in the most important way? The emotional rock at the heart of this storm is Claressa Shields, the champion outside the ring. The person who delivered the blow, Eazy the block captain, should relax. A man who is either emboldened by retaliation or provoked by betrayal. The former queen of this triangle, Remy Ma, is now quiet, observing from the sidelines while allegedly pulling strings. Behind it all, there are hints of a documentary. Love and Loyalty. Lies. Black love was never intended to be a stronghold. However, this is turning into a battlefield. What about the internet? It is observing, it is awaiting, and it won't forget at all. Subscribe to receive exclusive updates.